project started, it was originally a home solo recorded project of yours, and then a couple of years later, you transitioned to it into a live band. Like, what is some of the key differences you've seen? I know it was a short period between the home project and putting it into a live band, or maybe some of the things that you realize doing it at home by yourself versus like being in a band. Like, what are some of the differences you've noticed? Or
well, the main difference is you're not by yourself. I mean, it's one thing to like be able to create a song, like the realization of a song in a recorded form, but another thing to perform that, you know, and to try to have it match what you've created in your head and on the record. So, yeah, just realizing that you need help, but like getting help also means that the sound is gonna evolve according to the contributions of those other people, which is what has happened like over the years, the different lineups that we've had. I mean, that's essentially what has contributed to the variance in sounds, is all the different people that have been involved at different times.
Do you think that any of you guys think that there's maybe a lack of experimental bands here, or quote unquote experimental bands? Do you think there kind of needs to be a influx of that, or is it just, do you guys have an opinion on that? Or
Eric might know a little bit about that.
Yeah. I haven't lived here in a while. I don't know. I mean, experimental is a pretty broad term, so people experiment in different ways. I think, I mean, to me, traditionally, like when I started paying attention to what was happening in Lansing with music, there was actually a pretty healthy, I thought, like kind of small, tight-knit scene of bands that were doing something pretty interesting. It didn't really sound like us, but I thought it was pretty. I was really excited by it. It was mostly like sort of more aggressive music, but not necessarily like nothing like metal and not really punk, but just sort of really aggressive hard rock music that. I don't know, like some people may think of it as experimental, but I just thought it was really good and sort of adventurous. Experimental in as much as that it did, like people just kind of did whatever they wanted to, and did that. So these days, I don't know, I'm a little more out of the loop of what's going on in Lansing because I live in Ypsilanti, and things moving, you know, come and go.
Yeah.
I would suspect that there's a lot more going on than people realize.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because, I mean, having done a bunch of home recorded stuff myself, I know lots of people have to be doing that.
Yeah.
It's just staying in their house more than coming out to the, like, Max or wherever, you know?
That's what we've noticed doing this project, is that there's more music here than I ever thought there was.
Right.
There's so much more music. I thought, you know, there's 5 or 6 bands that are key to, that I listen to, that are from Lansing, that are like ones I always listen to, but you know, there's a lot of bands here that I didn't even know existed that are really good, and that's been great that we discovered that, like you guys.